Hello boys and girls, and welcome to a brand new playthrough with me, Gitbag the Great. And this, as you might have noticed, is Sniper Elite V2. This is, I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite games of all time, but it's damn close. It is a very good game. Now you might have realised I was doing a playthrough recently of Star 1, but I thought that one was going a bit badly, so I stopped doing that. You know, it was kind of just meandering along, and it was going a bit too slowly, I thought. So I thought I'd, switch up the pace to something a little bit more, a little bit, easier to take in, a little bit more quicker paced. And I'm not going to get into the habit of constantly doing this as I did with, like, the Dark Star 1 playthrough or the Rome Total War playthrough. In fact, I might do another Rome Total War playthrough at some point, possibly even of Shogun 2 Total War, but I thought, for my first, proper full playthrough, let's do Sniper Elite V2, because it's a much more quicker, snappier, action-packed paced game, and, it's much more visually sort of gripping, I think. So I think it's something that will definitely be able to pull you guys in a little bit more. Now, I'm going to take you through the campaign in this playthrough level by level, and I'm going to do it on Marksman, because A, Cadet is just a bit too easy for me, and B, Sniper Elite is a little bit too hard for me. I like it in Marksman mode. It just, it has a nice balance, you see, and it also allows for a lot of instances of X-ray deaths when you hit the enemy in certain vital points. You'll see what I mean.
Hitler's war machine, once unstoppable, was now on the retreat.
So basically, if you don't know the plot behind this, you're a US sniper dropped into Berlin at the end of the Second World War.
Last hope lay in their wonder weapons. The V2 rocket, a huge leap forward in the history of military technology.
And basically, you've just got to
herald a new form of warfare.
Basically, you just got to stop the doctors and the technicians behind the project of the V2 rockets.
Launched over 3,000 rockets in a desperate attempt to reverse history.
Guess that failed for them then.
It was a terror weapon, pummeling Antwerp, Paris, and London.
Bloody cheeks shooting at my home city.
Their launch sites were overrun and pushed back out of range of England.
Oh, thank God.
But already, the Allies were looking to the future, to the next war. The Americans were gathering up the best of Germany's rocket scientists in the top-secret Operation Overcast. Many of the architects of the V2 program had already been acquired, but not all. With Berlin encircled, Germany's last-ditch defense falling back block by block, and total defeat only days away, those scientists remaining in the city would soon be in Russian hands. My job was to make sure that didn't happen.
Damn goddamn communists! So yeah, basically you're an American sniper dropped into Berlin at the end of the Second World War, and you've got to stop the Russians from getting their hands on a bunch of German rocket scientists. Pretty straightforward.
5 of the V2 program's top men. He was meeting his Russian handler at the Brandenburg Gate. This was my chance to take him out before he could seal the deal. I was prepared, focused, confident. Little did I know, it would turn out to be the most difficult mission I'd ever undertaken.
Is it me or does the main character's voice sound a bit generic? I mean, it could be worse. He could be, he could have the voice acting from the Legend of Zelda CDI games, but I don't know, it could be worse. So, you've got your binoculars, you activate them by pressing B, scroll up and down with the mouse wheel, and then you do use the WAS and D keys to move around. Hold shift to sprint, which I might just turn down the volume a little bit more. Just does seem like a little bit loud to me. Oh, piss off. So, I mean, for a game that came out in 2012, this game does look remarkable. I mean, of course, by 2012, graphics had sort of advanced to quite an extensive degree, but this game does look pretty good for 2012. Okay, so... I also forgot to lay down like grenades, traps and all that sort of thing. You press X and Z to select the next one and then press F to use it. You can also throw rocks to distract guards, which is what this bit requires. Although you'll probably never use them that much in the actual game. Still, it does come in handy for like situations where you don't have that much ammo and you like need to distract guards. It does come in handy. I mean, this tutorial here does hold your hand a little bit, but not as bad as in some other games, I suppose. I mean, you know, it's I think there's kind of like that same problem in Sniper Elite V3, which was released recently. Which didn't hold your hand per se, but it just did kind of feel like it. Okay, so if you hadn't noticed, you take out your sniper by pressing 1, your submachine gun by pressing 2, and your silenced pistol by pressing 3. Your silenced pistol would probably be your second most heavily used weapon, because it allows you to do things like that where there's not really much of an opportunity to do a silenced kill, and you kind of need to get the job done without getting noticed. I do probably use the silenced pistol more than I should, though. I mean, you don't get that much ammo for it anyway, but it does come in really handy in a lot of circumstances. Hey, so here we are at Brandenburg Gate in the middle of Berlin. Got to assassinate, wait for it. Where is he? There he is. Big.
Heisenberg was punctual and made no effort to hide his ugly face. Neither did his Russian contact.
So you don't have to kill the Russian contact, but you kind of can. I am going to, because I don't like the look of him.
Shot. The slightest pressure on the trigger, and it was good night, Major General. Just a question of choosing my moment. The square was well sheltered, so there was no wind to worry about. I had to aim one notch above the target to compensate for bullet drop. I controlled my breathing to steady my aim. And then... shoot.
Good night, General. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. One for you too, Rusky. Now, where are the others? It can be a bit hard to locate where they're firing from sometimes. But I mean, in marksman mode, you do get markers to show you from what general direction you're getting fired at from. Ah, there we go. Another vital hit. Ah, right into his lung. Yeah, brutal. I love this game. It's so unnecessarily violent, but I frickin' love it. Right in the heart. And that's one of the main draws of Sniper Elite V2 is the X-ray deaths. They really are very detailed. Yeah, fools, you fell for my trap. And for a tutorial mission, this one is generally a little bit more open-ended and a bit more action-packed than most tutorial missions. Wait, what? Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about this. Fuck. No, can't face the tiger with just a sniper rifle. No, I am not facing up against a tiger tank with a sniper rifle. That is a bad idea. I mean, you will have to do that at some point later in the game, but there it's kind of like a bit easier to do so. Oh yeah, by the way, you can shoot fuel tanks to blow up vehicles. And that can happen. Bit unrealistic, but fuck it. It looks cool. Michael Bay would be so proud. Damn, that was close. Actually, I kind of didn't see those guys coming. Now you do have a submachine gun that you can use in certain situations, but I didn't use it there because I kind of wanted to be a bit badass. It did kind of almost backfire on me a bit though. No, I can't die on the tutorial level. No. No, fuck your chickens. I ain't dying on nobody's tutorial level. Take that, Jerry. Oh, you want some too? See, any more of you want some? Hello? Guys? Still there? Oh, there you are. Hey, how you doing, man? Where are you? Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, if you shoot wine bottles in some of the levels, it gets you like unlockables at some point. Come on. There we go. I know, I just ruthlessly shot a bottle of wine, but actually that does kind of make me feel a bit guilty. Right. You kind of do have to pick your shots quite carefully, because otherwise they will just go astray, as you saw me doing a bit earlier. You guys also do have to judge distance quite a lot in this game, even in this mode. You don't have to in Cadet, because in Cadet the sniping's a lot like, say, in COD, where it's all based on the centre of the crosshair of your scope, but in this mode you do have to lead the shots in a little bit. Probably the one where you have to do it the most is in Sniper Elite, where you get virtually no assistance. Alright, is that all of them? I swear that was. Ah, sod it. Let's get out of here.
Heisenberg was dead. I was committed now. Both the Russians and Germans would know I was in play. 4 to go.
That was ominous. But yeah, that's the tutorial level. Pretty easy and pretty action-packed actually for a tutorial. Usually when I think of tutorials, I think of something that's pretty, mellowed out, not too, pardon me, not too hard, quite chilled out, very relaxed pace. But this one's quite action-packed, and it sort of allows you to tackle the final couple of moments of it in your own sort of way, which I do quite like in tutorials. I think that's very nice little addition there. So I think I'm going to just leave it there for now, and I'll make another episode soon, because this one was quite short. But yeah, basically, if you want to get this game, you can find it on Steam, and it's pretty cheap on Steam. And I think they also released what's it called, Sniper Elite V3 recently on Steam as well. And you can also get on there the Sniper Elite V2 Zombie Army trilogy if you want, which sounds silly, but I actually quite like. I would recommend it, really. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely a fun game. It's a silly game. The AI can be a bit suspect sometimes. I mean, the AI is at times both phenomenally laser point accurate, hitting you from a mile away with submachine guns, and at other times it's phenomenally stupid, like some guy's just seen 3 of his mates get downed by a silenced pistol, goes over to check their bodies and goes like, "Was ist das?" and then just allows himself to get nutted in by you. So the AI in this game is kind of a bit clunky, but I would recommend this game. I definitely would. Again, also another thing to criticise about it, the story is also kind of a little bit weak. But look, I would recommend it anyway because the gameplay's fun enough. You know, the idea of the sort of 3D slow motion kills is just, God, it's awesome. It's so cool, and I would recommend also maybe getting the Nazi Zombie Army trilogy, because if there's anything more fun than shooting down Nazis with a sniper rifle, it's shooting down Nazi zombies with a sniper rifle. Just brilliant, just brilliant. But yeah, I definitely give this game a recommendation, despite its flaws, and I'll do another episode sometime soon, because the next level is considerably longer and it's got a lot more open-endedness and action in it. So I think we'll end it here, and we'll meet up next time in the next mission, where we have to kill a scientist riding along a convoy, and you'll see what happens next time when I have to take on a Tiger tank with a Springfield sniper rifle. Believe me, it's going to be silly, right? Really silly, but awesome at the same time. So I'll see you guys next time, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.